hi world. Hey, hi world, I'm just a cat. I'm just a little bit of trouble, but oh, look how cute I am. Yeah. Hello bookworm family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because it's a mystery when I post videos, though I've been pretty consistent about it, so I'm proud of myself. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It is at the_dancing_bookworm. I post on there full book reviews and bookish content. So it is Tuesday. It is my day off, but I do work from home on Tuesdays, so I don't have to go into the studio. So I just do all parent messaging, advertisements, getting things organized, doing the program, all that stuff from home. So I've been doing that today. I've been very productive about it. I'm very happy with myself. I did get my entire program done late last night. Well, not my entire program, but the studio's entire program done because our recital is next Saturday. So we do have picture days tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, so I'll be busy with those. But our recital is 2 Saturdays from now, so very exciting. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a dance instructor, and June is our recital season, so things are crazy. I realized I have a really hard time reading physical books in June because my brain is just all about dance. And it's going to be even harder because this year we're going to nationals. So if you guys have not watched my last few vlogs, in July I'm going to nationals in Maryland with my dance studio. So we will be headed to Maryland for them to compete at a national competition. Very exciting stuff. But I realized that my physical book selections, TBR stuff, is suffering. I have been all about audio and ebooks because I can listen to them and read them on the go. So currently I am listening to In 5 Years by Rebecca Surley. This is about a character named Danny, which is why I started reading the book. But it's spelled D-A-N-N-I-E, not D-A-N-I, so it's not the same, but it's close. But yeah, so it is about a character named Danny and the year 2018, 2019, one of those, and she falls asleep after getting engaged, and she wakes up and she is engaged to a different person in a different apartment, doesn't have the job that she thought she was having, so very different from what she thought it was going to be. And then she falls asleep in the future and wakes back up into the present, and she is back to her old life, and she doesn't really know how she got 5 years in the future with things being different. So it is very interesting. I didn't think I would like it because it's a rom-com, and I'm not really that type of book person. But yeah, I actually really like it. I have 3 hours left of it. It was a 7-hour audiobook or something like that. And I have 3 hours left of it, so I have quite a bit. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today, but I hope so, because for the next few hours I actually have to work on making poses for my picture day at the studio, because I have to plan out my group poses if they don't have one built into their dance that they can do. So, and honestly, I do this to myself every year where I plan out my poses and then never look at what I've planned out. But at least planning them out, it's in my head, so I at least know what I'm doing, kind of. So yeah. So that is the audiobook that I'm listening to, but the physical book I'm reading that you guys, if you've watched my last couple of vlogs, I've been reading this for 2 weeks, but this is Jagged Little Pill. It is by Eric Smith, Alanis Morissette, Diablo Cody, and Glenn Ballard, and it is based off the Broadway musical Jagged Little Pill, which is based off the musical by based off the music by Alanis Morissette. But it is about 5 teens who go to a party, and something happens to all 5 of them, and it's them basically recovering from what happened to them at that party. So yeah, it's a good read. I just don't have time to read a physical book right now. I am running around like a crazy person trying to just get things done for work and not having time to sit down and read, which is my own issues, because if I slept normal hours, I would have time to read in the morning, but I don't. I don't sleep normal hours, so really I'm just suffering for myself. But I did get Taco Bell tonight. One of my dancers gave me a DoorDash gift card, so I was able to treat myself to some Taco Bell, which I will be eating, and then working on my picture day poses while I listen to In 5 Years. So yeah. So Reading Rivalry, the Facebook group that's like a book reading competition, also does bonus. Oh, Chandler. Yeah, he walks on the stove, but don't worry, I don't ever use it, so he's safe. It's never on. But they do like these bonuses. So if you do like certain things, you get points for bonuses, and one of them is to make a snow cone or eat a snow cone. So I don't have stuff to make a snow cone or eat a snow cone, and I don't really like snow cones, so I don't want to buy one. So I'm taking lemonade, this is strawberry lemonade, putting it in the fridge, and I'm gonna hope that it like turns icy enough where I can like chop it to look like a snow cone, because I don't really like snow cones and I don't want to pay money for them. And I mean, that is a snow cone, like it would be ice with flavoring, but I'm hoping this will work. So we're gonna give it a go. All right, it's frozen. So now I'm gonna take a fork, I guess, and try to see if I can turn it into a snow cone. We're gonna give it a go. Let's see. All right, we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna try to like. I don't know. All right, I feel pretty good about the outcome. Like that looks like a snow cone. It tastes like frozen lemonade, which is my preference. So yeah, I don't hate it. Hello again. So it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. As you guys know, if you've watched previous vlogs, this is about my bedtime. So this is usually where I sign off for the night, but I did finish listening to In 5 Years, and it was pretty good. I don't know if I emotionally wanted to read it, if that makes sense, just because a lot of it was pretty sad towards the ending, and I thought it was going to be funny, so I wasn't really mentally prepared for sad. And then yeah, like there was funny elements, but most of it was sad. But then also I'm kind of like, I don't have like a huge support system of friends, and like I have like 2 or 3 really good friends, and then that's about it. So I do enjoy books where like the main character isn't necessarily codependent on people, or not necessarily like always surrounded by people, like where the main character can be kind of like off doing their own thing and not like upset about it. And that wasn't this main character. This main character really enjoyed being around people and wanting to be involved with other people's lives, and you know, didn't want to be single and stuff like that. So for that reason, I just didn't super love it, because I don't know, sometimes like, you know, I am 30, so I'm reading books about other 30-year-olds, and like it's all about like their relationships and their friendships and like how they have like these couple friends and stuff like that. It is a little disheartening sometimes, just because I am single, and I always say like I don't like saying I'm single by choice, like because like what if I chose not to be single and then no one wanted to date me? Like, I feel like that's weird to be like, I'm single by choice, because I feel like, okay, sure you are, is always like people's response, but I just don't date. I dated someone last year and it didn't go well, and it just kind of like put me off dating. So I haven't dated in about a year, and I don't really intend to date again. I'm pretty good with being alone and like not needing a relationship, but sometimes it is disheartening when like all the characters in books who are my age are like in a relationship or have like these couple friends and stuff like that, because like I have friends but they're also couples. So like my couple of best friends that I have, like they all are either married or with someone. So it is a little disheartening, because I'm like, it would be nice to like read a character who like was the loner of the pack and didn't always have to be dating someone, but that's cool too. So yeah, so I gave it 3 stars because I did actually enjoy it. There were some funny elements that I liked, but then it just got really sad at the end. The sad parts were well written, which is why I gave it 3 stars. Like if it was like a total change of pace and then poorly written, I would have given it like 2 or 1 stars, but I did give it 3 stars. It just wasn't a book that I particularly would read again, but it was cute. Like I enjoyed it. I just, not like my favorites. All right, y'all, it's like 9 o'clock at night. I just got home from picture day 1. It went pretty good. There was no problems really. A couple kids forgot costumes, but their parents lived close by, so they were able to bring them. So no real problems. It went really well. I think the pictures came out really good. We don't get to see them for a few weeks though, so I'm a little bummed because I want to see them now, but yeah, so tomorrow I have another picture day. Tomorrow will be a little bit more hectic. It's the like recreational classes, so like a lot of kids' first picture days, so it might be a little stressful, but probably not too bad. I think at this point they're pretty ready. They've been there for a year now, so I think they'll be ready to do their pictures. But yeah, so I am pretty much, I don't even know what I want to do tonight. I just feel like there's so much that I have to do, but I don't want to do any of it. I think one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the music on this flash drive. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. But yeah, I got to make sure that all of the music isn't too much for a 32 gig flash drive, so hopefully it'll work. We'll find out. But I do know I don't want to read tonight. I'm just not in a reading mood. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I was prepared for this night to go so late, and it's only 9 o'clock, so I need to think of something to do because I'm going to be bored, but I don't know what. I did book journaling already last night in 5 years, so I don't need to do that again, but I don't know. I don't really want to watch TV. I don't really want to read. I do want to play with Chandler. Maybe I'll play with Chandler, but he is pretty interested in looking out the window right now. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't really know what I want to do. Hello, Bookworm family. Oh, Chandler, you scared me. It is Thursday. I just finished day 2 of picture day. Both days have gone pretty good so far. And one of my students gave me a present today, and it is a gift for Chandler. So I'm going to give this to him right now. Oh, yes, there's multiple things in here, so we're going to see which one he likes. Right. Yes, sorry, he has shredded everything over there, so this room is not as clean as it should be. It is vacuuming day tomorrow, but he loves this one. Let's see if he likes this one. This is like a fish taco thing. Oh, Bean, what you got? Did someone buy you a toy? Oh. He's the happiest little cat right now. He's carrying it around in his mouth. He's showing his teddy bear because his teddy bear is like his BFF. Super cute, super cute. I have a hair tie on my wrist because one of the kids had a hair tie on their wrist right before they went to take a picture, and I took it from them, and apparently I kept it on mine, but people are probably like, why do you have a hair tie? But yes, so picture days have gone well so far. Today was a little bit more chaotic than yesterday because we had our production team picture. What is wrong with my lip? Oh my gosh, it's like cut open. But we had our production team picture, which is 23 kids, so that was a little crazy. But yeah, so pretty good for picture days so far. We got one more of those, so we got one tomorrow, and tomorrow is the baby classes, so those should be really cute and also probably take a while because it takes a while to get them in their poses, but very cute. Oh my gosh, Chandler's so cute with these toys right now. I can't even, Bing, you're so cute. So yeah, so I am going to take a shower, and then I have quite a bit of work stuff to do, but I am going to try to listen to, tonight, I want to listen to, Mary Poppins, some of it, because the work stuff that I need to do is not on my phone for a change. So I'm going to turn on Mary Poppins because that's an audiobook on YouTube. So I'm going to start that tonight. If you guys don't know what Mary Poppins is about, it's about a nanny who has like magic about her, and she flies in with an umbrella to take care of these 2 kids whose family is kind of dysfunctional or something like that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Mary Poppins, but I obviously know what it's about. Hello. So it's a little after 12:30 in the morning. I'm still working. So I ended up I had to do some stuff with the program for recital next week, and I had to work on my progress reports. The ones that are for my Saturday kids are due this Saturday because they don't have class next Saturday because it's recital. So I'm finishing those up. I have maybe a half an hour left of them, maybe an hour depending on how long it takes to write the solo ones. But I did just finish listening to Mary Poppins. I'm gonna give it a 3-star. It's not my favorite classic book, and I do really like the movie better. So yeah, it's like 3 stars. I don't like that the movie took out the 2 twins though. I was like, oh, they're actually kind of important. Like there were supposed to be 4 kids, and there's only 2 kids in the movie. So that was the only thing that I liked about the book better than the movie was that. But I like the fantastical elements in the movie better than I did in the book. Like in the book, and Mary Poppins is kind of mean in the book. Like she's not like compassionate. Like Julie Andrews plays her very like strict but not mean, and in this book she's kind of just like, well, I don't care, do it my way or don't do it at all. Like, you know, so yeah, so I liked it, but I didn't love it, so 3 stars. But I am going to now watch the movie Mary Poppins because that's part of my summer bucket list that I need to do for my reading rivalry group. So it was like one of the prompts, like one of the bonus prompts. You can get an extra point if you read a book and then watch the movie. So I just read the book, so now I'm gonna watch the movie. All right, guys, it's Friday. I survived day 3 of picture day. Oh, hi, Chandler Bing. This is how my cat lays. He's very trusting. Hey, hi, Chandler Bing. Oh, so good baby. Anyway, so I did survive day 3 of picture day. I am so sore. My feet and my knees are just, feeling crushed right now. But yeah, so tonight was Riley and Ava's pictures. They were super cute. Here's a little picture right there so you can see one of them. But yeah, so they were super cute. Super love and appreciate them. Tonight is the start of the 48-hour readathon for whatever-a-thon. So pretty happy about that. So I'm gonna jump in listening to an audiobook because that's all I can really do. I have to print out the progress reports that are due tomorrow, and I have to print out a shipping label because I sold something on eBay. So just the easiest way for me to read tonight is just gonna be listening to an audiobook while I do a lot of printing and going through and like writing some stuff in on my progress reports that are done for the most part, but I just gotta like write in a couple things. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I am just beat and tired, so I'm probably gonna listen to something, but I don't know what yet. So I'm gonna give a listen and go from there. Okay, so it's like 12:30 in the morning. I did finish all the work that I needed to do for tomorrow. I started listening to The Someday Birds by Sally Plath, and it's about a boy named Charlie who has autism, and he is traveling across country with his older sister, his 2 little brothers, and this kind of odd random family friend because their father was in an accident in Afghanistan which left him with brain injury, and they think they found doctors that can help him with like the injuries that he sustained to his brain. So his grandma had to already go there with the dad, and so now the kids are trying to get there to be with the grandma and the dad. So this family friend is like bringing them there on this like weird road trip, and they're going from San Diego to Virginia, and along the way Charlie is trying to scout these birds that him and his dad really wanted to see like in their lifetime. So he's trying to find all these birds before he goes and sees his dad so he can tell his dad that he found all these birds. So yeah, so that's what it's about. My cat is being crazy right now. Why wouldn't he be? It's 12:30 in the morning. That sounds like a great time to start going crazy. Anyway, but I did finish all my work. I was a little frustrated because the audiobook for Someday Birds was on Scribd, and now it's not. Like, it was on Scribd last month when I put it on my saved list, and now it's not there. So I had to start listening to it on YouTube, and there's like a teacher who's reading it, so it's not like a professional person who does audiobooks, but good enough for me to be able to do work and still listen to a book. And she's a good reader. Like, it's not bad or anything like that, but it's just frustrating because I wanted to listen to it on audiobook so I could also join into the reading sprints on my phone, but I ended up pulling the reading sprints up on my laptop and then playing the audiobook on my phone while I worked. So, yeah. But it was a little frustrating. But I am going to probably watch an episode of something because I'm not really tired yet, but my body is so sore that it just needs to lay down. Tomorrow is kind of crazy. I have dress rehearsals at the studio from 8:30 till 4:30, and then right afterwards I'm going to go get groceries and then go babysit. So I have a busy day tomorrow. And then Sunday I only have to be at the studio for 3 hours in the morning, and then I get the rest of the day to myself. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be crazy until the end of recital, which will be Saturday, like a week from now. So 1 week till recital. Oh gosh, that's really nerve-wracking. Whew. All my dances look good though. I feel very confident in my dancers. I think everything will go well. It's just recital's always nerve-wracking. Like, I'm just glad I'm not in it this year because I can't get on stage anymore, guys. I have too bad a stage fright. It's horrible, but I cannot do it. I've danced my whole life, performed my whole life, and over the last 3 or 4 years, I've just had ridiculous stage fright and I cannot get on stage anymore. So I am very happy that I do not have to be in it. But I am excited for my dancers, but also nervous. I mean, you know, it's putting my art and my concept out on the stage for other people to, you know, view and have opinions about and stuff. So it's very, very nerve-wracking every year, but every year it ends up being fine. But I just have to remind myself that every year it ends up being fine. But yeah, so I am going to sign off for the night, and I will catch up with you guys probably tomorrow when I'm hanging out with the kids. Jacob. Jacob. Hey, Jacob, you're turning 7, right?
No, 8.
No, you're turning 7. You cannot make yourself older. Also, that bone does not make you a bird. You're not a bird? Nope, not a bird. Nope, holding the bone does not make one a bird. And, okay, great, good stuff. Say hi.
Hi.
Why? Every time I record you, are you a hot rock? Like crazy tonight. What does the card say?
2 purple.
2 purples. Can you move your horsey 2 purples? Say 1, 2. Good job. All right, Jakey's turn to pick a card. What did you get?
2.
What color is that?
Mommy.
2 orange. Can you move your horsey 2 orange?
No, me. No.
Oh, you got 2 oranges. I see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, guys. So it's like 8:15 at night. I just put the kids down to bed. I fell asleep putting Jacob down to sleep because I'm so tired. I only slept for like an hour and a half last night, but it is still pretty light out. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna read a little bit if I can keep my eyes open. But yeah, I'm so tired and I have to get up early tomorrow. So my brother and sister-in-law will be back in like an hour and a half-ish, and then I'm just gonna go home and go to bed. I'm so tired. So tired. Okay, so I'm outside at my brother's house, and one of the tasks for my Reading Rivalry book club for extra points is to read in a hammock, which my brother has a hammock. But I will tell you guys, I do not understand the concept of hammocks. I don't understand how they work. I always manage to flip over. I'm not balanced on it. I'm horrible, so I'm going to attempt to at least get a good photo of me reading like a page in this hammock for it to count, but honestly, like, it looks like this right now, so I have to figure out how to like stuck in the trees. This is fun. I just need to sit in it for a picture and read like a page for it to count. There's bird poop on it. That's disgusting. Ugh. This is why I read inside. I do not like reading outside. So it looks like it's tangled, so I gotta untangle it. So I'm gonna have to sign off to untangle this. Okay, I've untangled it. So for aesthetic's sake, here's the book I will be reading. And there's the hammock with the dog's water bowl underneath it. So we'll get a good angle of this. You guys can see that my book is in a hammock. Now I have to get in it and read a chapter. What's going to happen is I'm going to try to get in this thing and I'm going to break it, or I'm going to fall over and die. Like, my body is not made for a hammock. This is terrifying. Guys, okay, I'm gonna like set the phone down maybe, like, I don't know, like nothing's gonna be a good angle. Maybe I could just like lay on my stomach on it and like, guys, this is why I read inside furniture doesn't move. I mean, I guess unless it's a rocking chair, I'm gonna break it. I don't want to get on it because I'm gonna break it is what's gonna happen. So I just need a picture, a single picture of me in this, reading like a sentence. It does not even have to be a full page. Okay, I'm sitting, I'm seeing if it can hold my weight. Can you hold my weight? Okay, oh God. Okay. It's holding my weight for the most part. All right, we're laying down. Okay, we're in a hammock. We're doing it. Here's my book. Here's me in a hammock with my book. Let's see if I can get like a hammocky looking shit. This just looks dumb. This looks like a whale on a beach towel is what look ridiculous. Okay, I don't actually hate this. This is kind of nice. Okay, we're rocking. I'm not gonna take my foot off the ground because I'm going to die. So here I am in a hammock with my book saying cheese, and now I'm going to read at least one sentence, and then I'm going back inside because I am not made for the outside world. Okay. Absolutely terrifying. There's no reason people should want to be outside. Guys, I get it. It's beautiful. Nature's awesome. But you know what? Furniture inside does not move. Furniture inside brings me comfort. So that's where I'm headed. I also, one of the challenges was to swim. So I did get in up to my knees because honestly, I'm not a big swimmer anymore. I used to be a fish. I used to swim a lot. But one of the other challenges is to go for a swim. So I did get up to my knees, even though it's freezing. I got in up to my knees because that's probably as far as I would go anyway if I was actually going swimming, because I really just like to put my feet in. But I figure it counts because that's like my comfort level for swimming. I am a really good swimmer, and I do, if it's like really hot out, would like to swim, but it is cold. I live in upstate New York where it is not meant to be swimming in June. You can only swim in late July and beginning of August. You get 4 weeks of a pool in upstate New York. So I did going up to my knees. It was a fun time. I was cold. I read, oh, there's a mosquito in my ear. See, this is mosquitoes don't eat my ear if I'm inside. I am not an outside person. I'm just going inside. This is miserable. And my brother has like an oasis. He has a backyard tropical oasis, and I just hate the outside so much, even in a beautiful tropical oasis. So yeah, so I'm inside now. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go to Maryland, when like the fun stuff that we get to do is like be on a beach. Like that's not fun for me. It's not fun. Anywho, so I am going to read a little bit of Jagged Little Pill, which I believe I already explained what this was about. Attempt to read because I have an hour, and it's like my only time where I don't have to be doing work from my computer because I'm babysitting. So yeah, so let's hope I can read, and let's hope I don't have any mosquito bites now that I've spent a solid 5 minutes outside. Hello, so it is 10 o'clock at night on Sunday. I am kind of just starting like stuff where I can sit down and do it kind of thing. This morning I worked for a few hours, and then I came home. I took a nap for a little bit, and then I cleaned like my apartment really good. It smells like bleach in here very bad, and the smell of bleach does not make my stomach feel great. Which the next thing I'm going to do is reverse tie-dye something. Not like the next thing, I have a couple things I want to do, but at some point throughout the night I want to reverse tie-dye something because I have 2 things left on like my bonus points on Reading Rivalry, and one of them is to tie-dye something, which I don't have tie-dye, so I'll be doing reverse tie-dye, even though I hate the smell of bleach and it makes my stomach turn. And the second thing I'll be doing is making a s'more in the microwave because I don't have a place to make a bonfire. So those are the 2 things that I will be doing tonight. That is for Reading Rivalry. I am gonna finish up Someday Birds. I've been cleaning for a lot, so I have 6 chapters left of it, so I don't have much left. The only downfall of it is that it's on YouTube, so I can't like film or do anything while I'm listening to it. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. I do have to make the recital playlist tonight, and I also haven't really eaten a meal yet today. I had like some Tostitos this afternoon, so I'm gonna do that. So I have like, this is like the start of the busy part of my day. I mean, work was busy, but not tragically busy. So 10 o'clock at night is when we're starting the busy part of my day. So we'll see. I don't think the playlist will take me too long, but I also want to make sure I don't forget anything. So let's hope I do a good job. Cross my fingers. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that stuff, and I will film if something is interesting. I spent all day cleaning for my root beer to explode everywhere. I'm so mad right now. Literally, it didn't move for over 24 hours. I don't know why it was shaken up. Okay, so it's 2 in the morning. My work took much longer than I expected it to, which I'm a little bummed about. I was really hoping I could get that done within an hour. It ended up taking several hours because things were all, I don't have a very organized desktop for my laptop. Like yeah, it's not organized. I'm trying to make an excuse, but it's not. So the music was like all over files in my computer instead of being in one convenient file. I had to go search for it all. Took forever. Oh, hi Chandler. Did you want me to throw your ball? You want me to throw it? I'm gonna throw it. Oh my goodness. You wanna go get it? You got it. So yeah, so it took forever, and then I realized that I didn't print out my progress reports yet for tomorrow. Like, they were done, but I didn't print them out yet, so had to print them out. And yeah, I did finish listening to the Someday Birds. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's gonna be a 4-star, but it is probably the best book that I've read in June so far. I have not had great June reads, so it was nice to read. But yeah, it ended up being about a boy who has autism, who's on a family road trip, and he's going across country, and nothing is quite to his like specific standards. He's got his like boy crazy sister, his 2 crazy older brothers, and this like random family friend who is watching over them, and they're trying to get to their dad who's in a hospital because he was in an accident being in war, and their grandmother who's taking care of their father. So it was really good. I thought it was really sweet. Like, the family dynamics and stuff like that. Yes, it was a dysfunctional family, but who doesn't have a dysfunctional family? And the whole dynamic of it was really sweet. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of deep stories to it, like slight undertones of diverse situations. Plus it did touch on some physical and mental disorders as well. So sorry, my cat is being really distracting. So yeah, so it was really good. It had all the elements that I want in a middle grade book. It didn't like overwhelm me. It wasn't like too emotional. It had just the right amount of emotion in it. So I did really enjoy it, and I thought the person who read it was on YouTube, and I thought she did a really good job, even though she wasn't like a professional like audiobook person or anything like that. So I did really enjoy it. Sorry, that was like probably very jumpy, but my cat got very distracting in the middle of me filming that. So but yeah, so I'm gonna go reverse tie-dye something now at 2 in the morning. But guys, you know what, 2 in the morning to me is like 5 in the afternoon. Like, it's not, if you guys have tuned into my other vlogs, or if you watched my very long video a long time ago about mental health disorders, and like my own personal struggle with mental health disorders, I have conditions that have given me insomnia, and my insomnia is not like the type of insomnia where I lay in bed and do nothing all day, or like lay in bed all night and try to fall asleep. It is the type of insomnia that makes me very hyper at night and very nocturnal. I'm like a little raccoon. I like to be busy at night and have resting time during the day. So this is average to me. I don't have to go to work until 3 p.m. So yeah, it's not a big deal. It's really not. So I'm very excited to do a couple things for myself before I go to sleep here, even if it's weird things like reverse tie-dyeing something, but we're gonna give it a go. I've never done it before, so we'll see how it turns out. I don't even know if you can use the type of bleach that I have. It's like a cleaning bleach, but it accidentally tie-dyed a washcloth one day, so I'm gonna go with I can use that. So we're gonna give it a go, and then I'm gonna make some s'mores and maybe pick up a physical book. I also do want to do the book journaling for Someday Birds, but I do really want to read a physical book. I have not. I did a really bad job with Jagged Little Pill yesterday, and I want to read that one, but I would also like to have a book where I could sit down and read it in one sitting. So if I have a short one on my June TBR, like maybe Pet or Black Duck are pretty short, I might read one of those. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go do some random things at 2 a.m. Why not? Okay, so I have just like a plain long sleeve black shirt that I don't care about. So I think that's the best way to go for this. Okay, this is the best angle I can get to show you guys this. Ignore this towel. I have personal items over here that I didn't want in the video, so it's just covering that up. And I am just using, you guys are going to totally judge me if you're like professional tie-dyers, but I'm using this because this is what accidentally tie-dyed my washcloth one day. So, and I also don't have any rubber bands, so I'm using black elastic hair ties. So it says you're supposed to rinse it first, because I did look up a brief YouTube tutorial. So we're giving it a little rinsey-do. We're gonna wring it out. This is gonna go poorly. I can already tell how poorly this is gonna go. You guys, don't judge me, okay? I'm not claiming to be professional at this. I don't even like tie-dyeing. I've actually always hated tie-dyeing. I've never understood why people enjoy it, so just bear with me here, okay? Okay? So we're just gonna do like a little twisty maybe, little rolly roll here. This is probably completely wrong. Don't care. Like I said, this is a shirt that I don't care about. It's very old, it's very faded, so it's just for the sheer effect of tie-dyeing. So we're gonna just throw a hair tie on this. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's fine. And we're gonna spray. There's no better angle to do this, so you guys are just gonna have to deal. Okay, so I have this on, do I have this on spray though? Spray? Okay, I guess there's only one setting, so. Oh, it's not even coming out. Okay, there we go. This is gonna look horrible. Whatever. I mean, like, you can kind of already see it working, so that's cool. Like I said, I have no idea what this is gonna look like, but whatever, who cares? It's just for points. So I have talked about Reading Rivalry before, and that is just a Facebook group that basically, it's like a competition each month, and there's a theme each month. So like this month's theme is Umbrella Academy, and I am on Team Diego. So right now our team is in first place, and we've been trying to do stuff all months to earn points. So there's 10 criteria of books you have to read, like read a fantasy book, read a book with a POC, read a book with multiple POVs and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And then every month there's bonuses. One of the bonuses to cross 10 things off this bucket list, which is what I've been doing with these little tasks that you've seen me fail with. But then some other bonuses are really easy, like read 3 books that have diversity in it. That's not hard for me. I prefer books have diversity in it. So, you know, other ones are like watch a movie, like a specific movie or something. Other ones are like do a coloring sheet. Like, they're not hard. I'm just very challenged with the things that were actually on the bucket list. So yeah, I'm not doing well with the bucket list, but if I do these 2 things, then I'm done. So I'm not gonna complain. And that was actually not that hard. So if that comes out cool, maybe I'll do it again. If it comes out horribly, I won't. But like I said, it was an old like shirt that I just wore for a dance like 4 years ago, and I've never used it since. So it's not hurting anyone. It's just for fun. So now I'm gonna make s'mores at 2 a.m. So there are 2 ways that I used to make non-bonfire s'mores before, and I used to make this as for like a snack all the time because I used to love like having like marshmallows warmed up, but it was really weird to just warm up marshmallows in a microwave and then eat it. So I used to make s'mores all the time. But there's 2 ways I've made it in the past. One is with fluff, and one is with marshmallows. So for the sake of this challenge, because it's to make a s'more, I'm going to use the real marshmallows, even though the fluff would do the same thing. I'm just going to use the real marshmallows to make it a little bit more authentic. They smell so good. I love marshmallows so much. Alright, step 1, we got our graham crackers. We've got our chocolate. I have 2 regular pieces of chocolate and a piece of dark chocolate. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, if I'm going to do like, I'm going to make a couple, but I don't know if I'm going to do 1 regular and 1 dark, or if I'm going to like mix and match. I haven't really decided yet. Opening up the graham crackers. And get out. I like the cinnamon graham crackers. I don't know if that's just a me thing or not. Okay, so Oh God, they're falling apart already. Why is everything I do a disaster? Okay, so I know I have some young kids that watch my channel because they're my dancers and they tell me they do. So I want to preface with, if you're making s'mores in a microwave, you cannot leave them in very long or the marshmallows will explode in your microwave. Yeah, so don't do that. But also, I'll show you guys, like, when to take them out. I, like, leave them in for, like, 10 seconds, guys. It does not take long for marshmallows to heat up in a microwave. I promise. All right, 15 seconds was the perfect amount. But it depends on your microwave, too, so don't, like, take that as word. But look at, the marshmallows are perfectly gooey. So do not put it in your microwave for much longer than 15 seconds. And honestly, I don't even think most microwaves need 15 seconds. My microwave's not the best. It's like an older microwave. So for real, it does not take long to make these in the microwave at all. So they're a good little snack. So yeah, I have now made s'mores. Let me smile with them. Cheese s'mores. Okay guys, so it is 3 a.m., but I'm not tired at all. So I am going to sit down and I'm going to read Pet by Akwaeke Emezi. I think I said that right. That's how I've heard other booktubers say it. When I typed it into Google pronunciation, it wouldn't do it. So I tried, but that's how I've heard other booktubers pronounce it. So I'm hoping that that's right. But this is, I believe, about a trans person in a like dystopian future. Or no, it's like a utopian future. And then they have like a monster that comes to life or something to affect that utopia. But it is super short. It's 200 pages exactly. So I'm just going to book through it, try to read it in one sitting. The print is fairly large, so I feel like I should be able to read it pretty quickly. So I'm going to try to sit here and read it in one sitting and then probably go to bed afterwards. But, you know, it's something to do while I can't sleep. All right, we're gonna go check on this tie-dye situation. Turned on the fan because the bleach smell was, you know, a lot. Doesn't look like anything happened. So it came out a little, but not much. So what I'm going to do, going to attempt this gray hat because that was the color of the washcloth that got dyed, and this hat is broken anyway, like the strap on the back is broken. I'm not going to rinse it ahead of time. We're just going to spray it, leave it for 20 minutes, and see if it works. Because it said it should only take 20 minutes, so. But at least I can cross it off, so at least it's done. It just didn't work. Okay, so it's 5:44 in the morning, and I'm halfway through Pet. I kept getting distracted. My cat wanted to play. I was trying to do that tie-dye thing. I was making the s'mores. So it wasn't like a steady read, but it's also a very artistic book, is how I want to word it. Like, it's just very, like, it's not like a sit, quick down. Oh, hi, Chandler. Okay, all right, can you, okay, hi, Chandler. All right, bye, Chandler. It wasn't like a quick, like, sit down and read book because it's very, like, so, the main character is a trans girl who I want to say is, like, selectively mute. She does use sign language and does vocalize some things. So, like, the dialogue goes back and forth between being dialogue and being signed. There's also some, like, accents in it from, like, other characters, and like they're like, some are like legit accents and some are like futuristic dialects that like aren't in existence now but might be in existence in the future. It's just kind of confusing, not in a bad way, but in like an artistic way. Like, you have to really like be into it to understand it. I'm not sure where it falls for me right now, because it does have a lot of artistic elements. I really enjoy when she's communicating with people either through sign language or through vocalizing, because I don't want to say fluent in sign language, but I'm like decent at sign language. Those are very opposite ends of the spectrum. I should specify a little bit. When Jacob, my nephew, was born, he even still, doesn't have a lot of words, so we signed with him for like the majority of the beginning of his life. So like he can hear and stuff, so we would like talk and sign, but we were teaching him the signs, and I lived with them, so I know a lot of sign language, but I'm not like, I don't know, I can't like interpret or anything. I'm not my very good friend is a sign interpreter, and sitting with her, she signs while she talks naturally, and it's just very like, I don't know what your hands are doing sometimes, so I'm not like, I can't like go and just like watch people sign and understand exactly what they're saying, but for the most part I can get like the gist of what is going on from a sign conversation. Anyway, so I do appreciate that element because it's not talked about in a lot of books, because in books you don't really need sign language. Like, people can read or they can't read. You don't really need to like sign anything in them. But it is nice to have that element. I also enjoy the diversity in it with her being trans. And it's not like the harping issue throughout the book, because sometimes that bothers me in books if it's like, oh, I'm trans, harp on that. Like it's like I'm trans, here was my journey, and now I'm in this situation, but it has nothing to do with me being trans, so that's nice. But it is very confusing in places with going back and forth between talking and not talking, the dialects, the plot line, the history. It all has like a very artistic take to it. So it is a little difficult. So I did only get halfway through, but I will finish it up tomorrow for sure. But yeah, it just wasn't something that I could finish in one sitting. So I am going to, I'm not tired yet, and that's a problem because it's already 6 o'clock in the morning. So I need to either choose if I'm going to attempt to go to sleep or if I'm just not going to go to sleep and sleep tomorrow night, which sounds horrible, but I need to like either go to sleep now so I can get a decent amount of sleep. Otherwise I'm going to sleep for like 2 hours and get frustrated. So I'd say like the bottom of the shirt is the best part. The hat didn't come out at all, as you can see. Yeah, so failed attempt. All right, y'all, I'm a little salty. I didn't read the full instructions on the bucket list thing for my reading rivalry group. So I did 10 things. I want to say over half of them were things that I did not want to do, just to find out you can count things more than once. I could have made 10 love is love signs and received the 10 points. I didn't have to reverse tie-dye anything. Thank you, Chandler, for jumping in front of the camera as I'm venting. I didn't have to reverse tie-dye anything. I could have made s'mores in 3 different locations, and it would have counted 3 different times. I'm so mad right now. I sat in a hammock, guys. I put my feet in ice-cold swimming pool water. I'm so mad. I really gotta remember to read the instructions. My bathroom smells like a swimming pool, and it didn't have to. I didn't have to do the tie-dyeing. I'm really mad at myself. Hello. It's a little before midnight, Monday night. So I'm gonna read Pet for a little bit because my phone is dying. But at some point tonight, my cat is going crazy again. Every night at midnight, Chandler. I do at some point tonight want to make a video of like my coming out story because it is Pride Month and I have not really done anything Pride on my channel yet. And that is the question I get asked the most, like, when did I come out? Because I've been very open about the fact that I was in a relationship with a guy for 5 years, but I am gay, so it's very confusing to people. So I have been wanting to make that video for a while, so I was thinking about doing it tonight, but my phone is dying, so I need to charge that first. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to finish up Pet, because I only have 100 pages left, so let's do it. it is Tuesday, and normally I would have ended this vlog and started a new one by now, but I've decided I'm doing just one giant vlog because it's recital weekend and I'm not going to have time to really vlog separately, but also because I don't have time to edit the other vlog. I have a lot to do today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and the show is Saturday, so there's no point in trying to even force myself to edit this other vlog. I'm just going to make one big vlog and edit it all next week when I have some time off. So yeah, I do have to go over to the studio today. I ended up falling asleep last night, so I did not finish reading Pet. I read maybe another 40 pages of it, so I have like 60 left today, but I am very hyper, so I'm gonna go over to the studio and work there to get some of my hyper out, and then come back home and probably be ready to read by then. But yeah, I have so much energy. I do not want to do it right now. So I will be doing that. And yeah, other than that, it's just work stuff today. And I'll probably do a couple reading things tonight. Okay, so it's about 3:14 in the morning and I have to kind of whisper because I've told you guys there's a hole in my ceiling and people can hear me when I'm in the bathroom. But basically I'm just sitting on the edge of my tub soaking my feet, and you guys saw the pan was not very big. The one that I used to use to soak my feet is, I ended up having to use it to give Chandler a bath because he wouldn't take a bath in the sink, and yeah, he like put holes in it and stuff, so I'm using like a little glass kind of pan thing because I don't ever use it, and I'm just going to use it to soak my feet because I have really bad plantar fasciitis, which is like a condition where like the tendons in your feet like inflame, and I've gotten this from being a dancer, but it's hurting extra bad this week because I've been on my feet so much. So I had some foot bath salts, and some hot water that I'm just kind of soaking my feet, and then I'm going to use like a little foot massager thing. Oh, that actually works better if I turn the tray. I'm so dumb sometimes, guy. But I'm sitting here finishing up reading Pet while I soak my feet. So I'm reading and soaking at the same time. Okay, so it's 4:11 in the morning, and I just finished reading Pet by Akwaeke Emeze. Sorry, my cat decided to interrupt there. I did like it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and the reason it wasn't higher is because, firstly, it was a little too artistic for me. I do like reading to not involve too much like having to process things. Like I want it to just kind of blatantly tell me what's going on, without me having to try to like guess the metaphors and stuff like that. But the other reason I didn't give it a higher thing is some of the dialects in it, which I totally respect dialects and accents, and I love that when they're written in books, but they weren't very consistent. They would go all over the place, so that was a little confusing. Like one minute they'd be talking like New York style accent, another part they'd be talking like an African accent, and another, and I get like some people have mixed accents and stuff like that, but it was every character in the book, so it was a little confusing. Things I really did like though was I really enjoyed that Jam was a trans girl, and it talked about that for maybe 3 pages and then moved on with the book. Like it was not, I love reading representation of characters that I can relate to, which I am not trans, I'm non-binary, but still I like to relate to a character within my community, and yeah, I really enjoyed that, but I do not like when the book is all about that, like, oh, I need to transition and I need to do this and stuff like that. Like, unless that's what the book is supposed to be about, then I don't want to read about it, you know, like I read The Art of Being Normal, which I really enjoyed, and that was about transitioning. But then I've read other books and I can't think of any off the top of my head because I probably scored them so low that I didn't. But other books that are supposed to be like sci-fi fantasy that like the main plot line had nothing to do with being in the LGBTQ plus community, but the author, who is usually a straight author writing a character like this, but usually a straight author writing a character, and just like every couple pages it's like, oh, like I would want to do this, but I'm gay, so I can't. Well, I want to do this, but I'm trans, so I can't. And it gets very, very frustrating. So I liked that. I mean, Akwege Emezi themselves is non-binary, so I'm sure they were also sick of books like that. But this was like a true sci-fi fantasy. It mentioned that Jam was trans, and it like mentioned a couple times like, oh, like had I lived back then, I wouldn't have been allowed to be who I am today and stuff like that, which was the correct amount to have in this book. Like, it didn't harp on it every 5 seconds, which I really enjoyed because that does take you out of the plot line. And it's not like when we're reading straight characters, we have to sit there and go, oh, and because I'm straight, this happened. And because I'm straight, this happened. You just assume, like, you're not going to have any problems because you're straight. So for it to happen in books with LGBTQ plus characters gets really annoying. So I am glad that this book did not do that. I also really, really enjoyed that Jam was selectively mute. So sometimes she was voicing and sometimes she was signing, which I mentioned before that I really appreciated because I do have a great respect for sign language, and I do have a person in my life who is also selectively mute, so it was very nice to see that kind of sorry, my cat got very distracting, but to see that kind of representation in a book you don't get a lot, so that was very, very nice to read. Overall, once I got about halfway through, the artsiness didn't bother me anymore and the plot really started picking up and it got really good. So had this book not been so like metaphorical in the beginning, like and not kind of like trying to like put you in this place and stuff like that, like it did more telling than showing of how the world was. So I didn't super love that, but once I got about halfway through, it ended up being really, really good. So yeah, so 3 stars because I feel like that's fair for a book that ended on a really great note but didn't start on a great note for me. So 3 stars for Pet. It was very good. I am going to do some book journaling now so I can get that taken care of because frankly I just worked all day and it would be really nice to do some stuff for me. So the foot soak, reading, doing a book journal, even though it's like well into the wee hours of the morning, I really want to get some of that me time in because I know the rest of the week is going to be pretty crazy. So the foot soak did help. My foot does hurt really, really bad from having plantar fasciitis, which it's just like something with your tendons, like an inflammation of your tendons or whatever, and it always happens around recital time because I'm on my feet twice as much as when it's not recital time. So recital and competitions, I always get like inflammations of it and it really, really bothers me. And I know you're supposed to ice it, but heat works better for me, so it does feel a lot better. And I also like have like a toe separator for like when you paint your nails because that like stretches where it needs to stretch to help it feel better. So I have that going for me, and I'm gonna just kind of like turn off my light, do some book journaling. My book journaling is on my phone, and just have some me time and then go to bed. So I'll check in with you guys later. Hello. So it is Sunday. I have not filmed much at all because I was so busy with recital stuff, but it is Sunday. It's Father's Day. I had a great recital. The one bummer thing that happened was Ava actually sprained her knee Friday night. So she wasn't able to perform in recital, and she worked so hard. I felt so bad. My little ant heart broke for her. I was so upset for her, but she came anyways, and for the Willy Wonka dance, she sat on the edge of the stage holding a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book so she could be a part of it still, and she did stay and support all of her friends, but she was teary-eyed through all of her dances, so it was really sad. But she's feeling a lot better today. We actually, you guys, we'll see the clips in a second. I went to the zoo with my brother, my sister-in-law, and Ava, Jacob, and Riley. And we went to the zoo and we hung out there and it was fun. And then we went and ate at the Cheesecake Factory. So yeah, it was a good post-recital recovery day of just like a family day. But I was very bummed for Ava yesterday. Riley did awesome. She was very cute in her little princess dress. We had the mommy and me class. It was very fun. But yeah, so I am going to pretty much just put in these zoo clips because that's all I've recorded, but I might throw in a couple recital pictures of at least Riley and me because that's all I have. Poor Ava. I felt so bad for Ava. I really did. So, but she has recovered and she is, her birthday's Friday, so she's going to have a couple of her dance friends over so that they can swim and hang out and stuff like that because her knee was feeling better today. She walked, our zoo is pretty big, she walked a lot and she didn't get kind of limpy until the end, so that's good that she's recovering. And then she was kind of really limpy when we were walking around the mall, but she did a lot better today. Yesterday she was on crutches, so today she did better not having crutches. So but yeah, that was our day, and I don't know what else the rest of the week holds. I know I'm babysitting the kids a lot, so probably record them because they are pretty stinking cute. So but yeah, that's that. Riley, what you doing? What you doing?
Eating food.
Eating food? Where are we? Where are we today?
Food.
We're at the zoo.
Zoo.
The zoo.
Ava, go check out the extras over there. Want to see the extras?
Very expensive vet.
Jake.
What are you taking care of, buddy? An elephant?
Can you call the doctor over for me? I need to talk to the doctor.
He's here. Here he is.
Excuse me. You left your patient.
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.